Hey everyone, today I want to talk about some planner cover quote options. So recently I did a video where I was talking about a bunch of different things and I went on a tangent about some different quotes that are found in planners, and I shared some that I don't particularly care for. So I decided to make a list of 30 quotes that I have seen on different planner covers and give them the thumbs up or the thumbs down to let you know whether I like them or not for a planner. Now, I could like something that maybe you don't like or vice versa. This isn't saying that I'm right about this. This is just my feeling on it. Also, I want to give a little disclaimer that I'm getting over a little cold. I'm totally fine, so if I sound a little stuffy, don't mind me. All right, so here we go. I should also say that I tend to like quotes about positivity, but not the toxic positivity kind where they're not really directed at anything, they're just general positivity, and I'll give some of those examples. All right, so let's get started. Quote number 1, find happiness in the little things. I gave that one a thumbs up. I like that because it's a reminder that even when things are hard, there are small things in life that could make you happy. A long time ago, there was this blog that I followed. I think it was called 1,000 Great Things or 1,000 Happy Things. And it was this author who would post a blog every day, and it was just the tiniest little thing that was great in life. And I loved reading it because it wasn't anything super huge or super life-changing, but just some of them were so good. I like this quote because it's positive without being vague. It's just a nice little reminder. Quote number 2, go where the stars take you. That gets a thumbs down. This whole thing started when I was talking in my previous video about bloom where you're planted and how I hate that, because I'm like, well, what if you accidentally got planted there and you don't want to bloom there? What if you want to bloom somewhere else? You want to go somewhere else. So this stars quote is the same thing. I don't like the idea that you would have to stay in a place that you feel like you don't belong when you feel like you could make an active change in your life. So this quote gets a thumbs down. That takes me to quote 3, wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. Also a thumbs down. Same as the last one. I don't like the idea that you might have to stay somewhere that doesn't seem fitting for you. So this one is a no-go. Quote number 4, there is beauty in simplicity. I really like this quote. I like things that are founded in simplicity because I think that we've had a lot of reminders over the last several years of no is a complete sentence. Don't do things that you don't want to if you don't have to. It's all right to not be involved in everything, sign up for everything. And so this quote about simplicity I think is a great one, especially if that's something that you personally are focusing on. Quote number 5 is let your faith be bigger than your fear. I really like this because sometimes, I'm naturally a worrier. I worry about things that I need to worry about and I worry about things that I don't need to worry about. So I love this idea that having a little faith that sometimes things just work out the way that they're supposed to. Sometimes you have to put in a little bit more effort and sometimes they just naturally resolve. But having faith that things will work out is a really nice reminder for me. So I love this quote. Quote number 6, create your own sunshine. I like that one. Again, this one was, when I looked at it, I was like, I would never choose that for myself, but it doesn't get a thumbs down. It is a nice positive quote. I guess it's a nice reminder that maybe things in life could be tough, but there are opportunities to make your own joy and your own happiness. So I do like that one. I will say the reason why I wouldn't pick it for myself for my own planner cover is because it kind of goes back to sort of like a vague positivity. I wouldn't say toxic positivity, but it's just kind of vague, like create your own sunshine. So I don't dislike it. I'll give it a thumbs up, but maybe not one that I would choose for myself. Quote number 7, keep life simple, also gets a thumbs up for me. This is, again, like the last one, not something I would pick for my own planner because I feel like it's a little bit too vague, but I do like that reminder of simplicity. So this one is a good one if you're looking for something that will remind you that you can keep things nice and easy in your life. You don't have to overcommit yourself. Quote number 8, radiate positivity and make today count. Thumbs down. If the planner is something that you're going to be looking at every single day, do you think that every single day out of 365 days in the year, you're going to want to radiate positivity? See, I do not like that. For me, talking about making your own joy feels okay, but feeling obligated to radiate anything, let alone positivity, I don't like that. That gets a thumbs down. Quote 9, today I choose joy. I gave that a thumbs up. I like that because, again, it's a positive reminder that you can find happiness and find joy in the small things, and you don't have to have a perfect day. You don't have to have, good vibes only. I didn't put good vibes only in this video because I think you could probably tell that I am not a good vibes only person. I like happiness, I like positivity, but the whole good vibes only thing is extremely toxic in my opinion, because again, you're planning out your life. There are sometimes not only good vibes, right? It's just how life is, right? Do you think that when you're planning out like going to the OBGYN and getting a mammogram that feels like good vibes only? No, but it's part of life. It's part of what you put in your planner. You have to schedule your appointments. Again, see, this is how I wound up making this video in the first place, is I went on a tangent. So I'm sorry you had to take that ride with me, but here we are. What was I even saying? Let me come back to it. So, sorry about that. So today I choose joy, I think is a good quote because not everything has to be perfect, but you can choose joy in small ways throughout your day. Quote 10, love yourself first. I like this. It's a reminder sometimes, especially if you're a person that is constantly prioritizing work, your coworkers, your kids, your friends, your family, your obligations, things ahead of you, that you need to put yourself first and take care of yourself. Quote 11, she has fire in her soul and grace in her heart. I gave that a thumbs up because I like that you can be both. You have fire in your soul, you're passionate about things, but you're also a graceful person. So I really like that one. All right, I'm looking at the memes from the end of the year when we were getting ready to have New Year's. At this point, a new year feels a bit risky. What about getting a certified pre-owned year? Or I don't want to hear a single prediction for 2022, not a peep, no comparisons to current and previous plague years. That one goes on and on. The fact that 2021 is already over is proof that time also flies when you are not having fun. Have you seen all of these? That is the reason why this next quote, number 12, I've got a great feeling about this, gets a big old thumbs down. I don't like that because I feel like that is an invitation for things to go wrong. And maybe I'm superstitious, but I would not get a planner with this cover on it. So let me know what you think about that, but that is a big old thumbs down from me. Quote 13, you are wildly capable. I love this. I think that sometimes, in different situations in life, maybe you're using your planner for work, maybe you have gone back to school. Anytime that you're doing something new, you might feel a little bit nervous that you can't execute what you need to do in a way that's efficient, that it works. Sometimes you just feel like you're not doing a good job. So I like this as a constant reminder that you are capable. Quote 14, start with yourself. This is similar to the other one of put yourself first. I gave it a thumbs up because again, it's a great reminder to take care of yourself. Quote 15, we rise by lifting others. I gave this one a thumbs up because it reminded me of a quote that I like as well. A rising tide lifts all boats, and I like that sense of community. If you're doing good work and you're helping others, everybody is being uplifted. I do like that. I don't think that I would get this for myself because I think that it takes the focus away from yourself and your own goals, which may not necessarily be a bad thing, but I don't know. This wouldn't be something I would choose, but still I like the quote, so I gave it a thumbs up. 16, this year is for taking care of you. Thumbs up, I love that. Take care of yourself. 17, you are kind and beautiful. Okay, I actually gave this a thumbs down, which I know sounds bad because it's like, Rebecca, are you really telling people that they shouldn't have a quote on the cover of their planner that's reminding them that they're kind and beautiful? I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, it might be perfect for you, but for me, I don't know. I feel like it's, again, kind of vague. You're kind and beautiful. Like, I don't know. It's not reminding me to see the bigger picture. It just doesn't speak to me. I don't know. What do you think? Does this speak to you? I give it a thumbs down. 18, start each day with a grateful heart. I give this one a thumbs down too. I feel like I've seen it everywhere and I'm like, I don't know. There are better ways I feel like to have a reminder of positivity, and starting each day with a grateful heart. Like, I like that in theory, but sometimes a day, I don't know, you're going through something in life and that's just not possible. So I don't know. This is another one that I wouldn't use, not necessarily a bad quote, but I personally am going to give it a thumbs down. Number 19, today is a new beginning. I gave that a thumbs up because I think that's a good reminder of whatever happened yesterday, and you can start fresh today. I wanted to say this with a straight face, for the sake of like this being a YouTube video, but I just can't because it's so stupid and I hate this quote, okay? The quotes that are on notebooks everywhere and planners, it's like, always be yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn, then be a unicorn. What does that mean? Why are we putting that on things? I just think it's stupid. I mean, do people like this? This is another one. I would love to hear a comment below. Oh, this doesn't make sense and it's ridiculous. This is not motivational or inspirational. And I don't know, maybe people are like, well, Rebecca, like, it's not that serious. It's just a quote about a unicorn, but I think it's stupid. Quote 21, what you water grows. I do like this. I like this a lot. I gave this a thumbs up. I like it because sometimes you make a choice for yourself in life, and it is the right choice, but it is a hard choice. Like you go back to grad school and it is hard, but you know you need to finish, or you start a new job and it's hard, but you know you need to stay. And I like this quote because it is a reminder that the effort that you're putting in, no matter how difficult the situation you're in, if you know you've made the right decision. If you haven't, side note, you can always change your mind and do something else. But if you have made the right decision, it is nice to know and nice to have that reminder that where you're pouring your water onto your grass, where you're putting your energy, it will improve, things will get better, and you will see results and outcomes. It just takes time. So I love this quote. Quote 22, the world is too big to stay in one place. Thumbs up, I love this. It's a reminder that although sometimes we're using our planner for daily and sometimes mundane tasks, it's always good to plan adventures and think about going somewhere else and exploring new things. Quote 23, be proud of how far you've come. No matter how that applies to you, if you feel that that is a reminder that you want to see every day, I think that that is a great one to constantly be reminded that you have made progress, and even if it is small progress day to day, that you're headed in the right direction. 24, think good things. Thumbs down. I don't know why. I don't like this. Again, it's vague. Think good things. Okay. I don't know. Not something that I would use. I'm not saying it's terrible, but that one gets a thumbs down. 25. It's your year to shine. Also thumbs down. It feels like an invitation for things to go wrong and for it to not be my year to shine. Quote 26. Best year ever. Also thumbs down. I just feel like that is an invitation for things to go horribly wrong. Am I being too negative? I don't feel like I'm being too negative. I just think that these are bad quotes. 27, find joy in simplicity. Again, I love a simplicity reminder. That one gets a thumbs up. Same for quote 28, there is beauty in simplicity. I think that's really similar to the other quotes about simplicity, but a great reminder to keep things nice, easy, and simple in your life. Quote 29, she designed a life she loved. I gave that a thumbs up. I wouldn't use it because I think it's overused. However, what I like about this is that it is a reminder that you get to plan your life rather than just the whole bloom where you're planted thing and you kind of don't have as much power over your own life. So this one gets a thumbs up. And lastly, quote number 30. This was a quote that I found on a notebook in the middle of Burlington, and I think it would be a great planner cover quote because it's got a little bit of both. So it's a quote from Helen Keller, be happy with what you have while working for what you want. And what I like about this is that you are focused on that gratitude and finding joy in the things that you do have in your life while not settling, while continuing to work hard and strive for whatever's next. Anyway, there you are, 30 planner quotes, and I thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear from you in the comments below, especially if you have a super strong opinion one way or another about a quote I shared or about your own quote. I really felt passionately about making this video because I was reading this quote from somebody who left a comment on one of my other videos. Whoever at the planner company is in charge of choosing and having printed up some of these planner quotes clearly isn't a planner person. And that is so true. These people who are like, you know, wait for your ship to come in or bloom where you're planted. It's like, well, don't you realize that the people who are buying planners are more ambitious than following those quotes? I hope I'm making sense. But anyway, I think that having an important, relevant, strong, meaningful quote on your planner can do a lot when it comes to just motivating you to use your planner. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. And thank you so much for listening to me talk about something that I feel so passionately about. I had no idea I had so many opinions on different quotes on planner covers. So anyway, thanks once again for watching. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.